will bear. For you must know, we have a special soul elected him, our absence to supply, and given his deputation all the organs of our own power. But think of it.
If any in Vienna be of worth to undergo such ample grace and honor, it is Lord Angelo.
Look where we come.
Always obedient to your grace's will, I come to know your pleasure.
Angelo, in our remove, be thou at full ourself, mortality and mercy in Vienna. Live in thy tongue and heart. O Escalus, though first in question, is thy secondary. Take thy commission.
Now, good my lord, let there be some more test made of my metal, before so noble and so great a figure be stamped upon it.
No more evasion, so fare you well.
The heavens give safety to your purposes.
Lead forth and bring you back in happiness.
I thank you. Very well.
I shall desire you, sir, to give me leave to have free speech with you.
Let us withdraw together.
I'll wait upon your honor.
Behold! Lord Madam, litigation comes. I have purchased many diseases under her roof.
How now? Which of your hints has the most profound, sire?
Well! There's one yonder arrested and carried to prison was worth 5,000 of you all.
Who's that, I pray thee?
Marry, sir, that's Claudio. Signor Claudio.
Claudio? To prison? 'Tis not so.
Nay, I noticed so. I saw him arrested, saw him carried away, and which is more, within these 3 days, his head to be chopped off.
Art thou sure of this?
I am too sure of it, and it is for getting Madame Juliet with the child.
Oh wait, let's go learn the truth of it.
Thus, what with the war, what with the sweat, what with the gallows, and what with poverty, I am custom shrunk. How now? What's the news with you?
Yonder man is carried to prison.
Well, what has he done?
A woman! Groping for trouts in a peculiar river. You have not heard of the proclamation, have you?
What proclamation, man?
All houses in the suburbs of Vienna are to be plucked down.
Why, here's a change indeed in the Commonwealth. What will become of me?
Come, fear not you. Though you change your place, you need not change your trade. I'll be your tapster still. Here comes Signor Claudio led by the Provost to prison.
And there's Madame Juliet. Let's withdraw.
Hello. Why dost thou show me thus to the world? Bear me to prison where I am committed.
I do it not in evil disposition, but from Lord Angelo by special charge.
What how now, Claudio? Whence comes this restraint?
Too much liberty, my Lucio.
Away, sir, you must go.
One word, good friend. Lucio, a word with you.
100 ain't go do you any good.
Thus stands with me. Upon a true contract, I got possession of Juliet's bed. You know the lady, she is fast my wife. Save that we do the denunciation lack of outward order. This we came out to only for propagation of a dowry remaining in the coffer of her friends, from whom we thought it be to hide our love till time had made them for us. But it chances the stealth of our most mutual entertainment, with character too gross, is writ on Juliet.
With child, perhaps?
Unhappily even so. And the new deputy for a name now puts this drowsy and neglected act freshly on me, too surely for a name.
I warrant it is sin to after the Duke and appeal to him.
I have done so, but he's not to be found. I prithee, Lucio, do me this kind service. This day my sister, should the cloister enter, acquaint her with the danger of my state, implore in my voice that she make friends to the strict deputy, and bid herself assay him. I have great hope in that, for in her youth there is a prone and speechless dialect, such as move men. Besides, she hath prosperous art when she will play with reason and discourse, and well she can persuade.
I pray she may outdo her.
Oh, I thank you, good friend Lucio.
Within 2 hours.
Come, officer, away.
My holy sir, I have delivered to Lord Angelo my absolute power and place here in Vienna. Now you demanded me why I do this.
Gladly, my lord.
We have strict statutes and most biting laws, which for this 14 years we have let slip.
It rested in your grace to loose this tide of justice when you pleased. And if in you more dreadful would have seemed than in Lord Angelo.
I fear too dreadful. Since 'twas my fault to give the people scope, 'twould be my tyranny to strike and gall them for what I bid them do. Therefore, indeed, I have on Lord Angelo imposed the office, and to behold his sway I will, as 'twere a brother of your order, visit both prince and people. Therefore, I prithee supply me with the habit, and instruct me how I may formally in person bear like a true friar. More reason for this action at a more leisure shall I render you. Only this one. Lord Angelo is precise, scarce confesses that his blood flows, so that his appetite is more to bread than stone. Hence shall we see, if power change purpose, what our seemers be.
And have you nuns no farther privileges?
Are not these large enough?
Yes, truly. I speak not as desiring more, but rather wishing a more strict restraint. Who's that which calls?
It is a man's voice. Gentle Isabella, turn you the key and know this business of him. You may, I may not. You are yet unsworn. When you have vowed, you must not speak with men, but in the presence of the prioress. And if you speak, you must not show your face. Or if you show your face, you must not speak. When he calls again, I pray you answer him.
Peace and prosperity. Who's that calls?
Hail, Virgin. Can you so stead me as bring me to the side of Isabella, a novice of this place and a fair sister to her unhappy brother Claudio?
Why her unhappy brother? I am that Isabella and his sister.
Gentle and fair, your brother kindly greets you. Not to be weary with you, he's in prison.
Oh, me for what?
He hath not his friend, who with child.
Someone with child by him? My cousin, Juliet.
Is she your cousin?
Schoolmates change their names by vain, though apt affection.
She it is.
Oh, let him marry her.
This is the point. The Duke is very strangely gone from hence, and with full line of his authority governs Lord Angelo, a man whose blood is very no broth. He hath picked out an act under whose heavy censure brother's life falls into forfeit. All hope is gone, unless you have the grace by your fair prayer to soften Angela.
Doth he so seek his life?
As I hear the Provost hath some warrants for his execution.
Alas, what poor abilities in me to do him good.
Say the power you have.
My power? Alas, I doubt.
Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. Go to Lord Angelo and let him learn to know that when maidens sue, men give by God.
I'll see what I can do.
But speedily
I will about his strength. Commend me to my brother. Soon at night I'll send him certain word of my success.
I take my leave of you.
Good sir, adieu.
We must not make a scarecrow of the law.
Aye, but yet let us be keen and rather cut a little than fall and bruise to death. Alas, this gentleman whom I would save had a most noble father. Let but your honor know whether you had not some time in your life erred in this point which now you censure him.
'Tis one thing to be tempted, Escalus, another thing to fall. When I that censure him do so offend, let mine own judgment pattern out my death, and nothing come impartial. Sir, he must die.
Be it as your wisdom will.
Where is the provost?
Here, if it like, your honor.
See that Claudio be executed by 9 tomorrow morning.
Will heaven forgive him and forgive us all. Some rise by sin and some by virtue fall.
Come, bring them away!
How now, sir? What's your name, and what's the matter?
If it please your honor, I'm the Lord Duke's constable, and my name is Elbow. I do lean upon justice, sir, and have brought in before your honor 2 notorious benefactors.
Benefactors? Are they not malefactors?
If it please your honor, I know not well what they are, but precise villains they are, that I'm sure of.
What are you, sir?
Oh, he, sir, a tapster, sir, parcel bawd, one that serves a bad woman, whose house, sir, was, as they say, plucked down in the suburbs, and now she professes a hot house, which I think is a very ill house, too.
Hadst thou know that, constable?
Marry, sir, by my wife, she had been a woman cardinally given, might have been accused in fornication, adultery, and all uncleanliness there.
What? By the woman's means?
I, sir, by Mistress Overdone's means, but as she spit in his face, so she defied him. Sir, if it
please, your honor, this is not so. Sir, she came in great with child, and longing saving, your honor's reverence, for stewed prunes, sir. Master Froth here, this very man, having eaten the rest, a man of 80 pounds a year, whose father died at Hallowmass. Was it not at Hallowmass, Master Froth? Oh, Holy Eve! Very well, I hope here be truce.
This will last out a night in Russia when nights are longest there. I'll take my leave and leave you to the hearing of the cause, hoping you'll find good cause to whip them all.
Come, sir, what was done to Elbow's wife once more?
Once, sir, there was nothing done to her once.
First, and it like you, the house is a respected house. Next, this fellow is a respected fellow, and his mistress is a respected woman.
By this hand, sir, his wife's a more respected person than any of us all.
Varlet, thou liest! What is your worship's pleasure I should do with this wicked caitiff?
Truly, officer, because he hath some offences in him that thou wouldst discover, if thou couldst. Let him continue in his courses till thou knowest what they are.
Mary, I thank your worship for it. Thou seest, thou wicked varlet, now what's come upon thee. Continue now, thou varlet, thou art to continue.
Where were you born, sir?
Here in Vienna, sir.
So, are you of 80 pounds a year?
Yes. If it please you, sir.
So, of what trade are you, friend?
A tapster? A poor widow's tapster.
Your mistress. Your mistress' name?
Mistress Overdone.
Hath she had any more than one husband?
9, sir, overdone by the last.
9. Master Froth, I would not have you be acquainted with tapsters. Get you gone, and let me hear no more of you.
I thank your worship.
Farewell. Come you hither to me, Master Tapster. What's your name?
Pompey?
And what else?
Bum, sir?
Troth, and your bum is the greatest thing about you. So in that beastliest sense, you are Pompey the Great. Pompey, you are hardly a bawd, are you not, Pompey? Come, tell me true. Shall be the better for you.
Truly, sir, I'm a poor fellow that would live.
Oh, but how would you live, Pompey? By being a bawd? Is it a lawful trade?
If the law would allow it, sir.
But the law will not allow it, Pompey. I advise you. Let me not see you come before me again upon any complaint whatsoever. So for this time, fare you well.
I thank your worship for your good counsel, but I will follow it as the flesh and fortune shall better determine.
It grieves me for the death of Claudio, but there's no remedy. Come, sir.
Now what's the matter, Provost?
Is it your will Claudio shall die tomorrow?
Did not I tell thee yea? Hadst thou not ordered? Why dost thou ask again?
The sister of the man condemned desires access to you.
Hath he a sister?
I, my good lord, a very virtuous maid, and shortly to be of a sisterhood, if not already.
Let her be admitted.
Save your honor.
Stay a little while. You're welcome. What's your will?
I am a woeful suitor to your honor.
Well, what's your suit?
I have a brother is condemned to die.
I do beseech you, let it be his fault, and not my brother.
Heaven give thee moving graces.
Condemn the fault and not the actor of it? Mine were the very cipher of a function, to find the faults whose fine stands in record, and let go by the actor.
Oh, just but severe law. I had a brother then. Heaven keep your honor.
Give not our soul to him again, entreat him. You're too cold to him, I say.
Must he needs die?
Maiden, no remedy.
Yes. I do think that you might pardon him, and neither heaven nor man grieve at the mercy.
I will not do it.
But can you, if you would?
Look what I will not that I cannot do.
Might you do it and do the world no harm? If so your heart were filled with that remorse as mine is to him.
He's sentenced, 'tis too late.
Too late? Why no, I that you speak a word may call it again. Well, believe this. No ceremony that to great ones longs, not the king's crown, nor the deputed sword, becomes them with one half so good a grace as mercy does. If he had been as you and you as he, you would have slipped like him. But he, like you, would not have been so stern.
Pray you be gone.
I would to heaven I had your potency and you were Isabel.
Be you content. Fair maid. It is the law, not I, condemns your brother. Were he my kinsman, brother, or my son, it should be thus with him. He must die tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, that's sudden. Spare him! Spare him! Who is it that hath died for this offense? There's many have committed it.
Aye, well said.
The law had not been dead, though it had slept. Now 'tis a weight, takes note of what is
So
done.
you must be the first that gives this sentence, and he that suffers. Oh, it is excellent to have a giant's strength, but it is tyrannous to use it like a giant.
Why do you
Well said.
Why do you put these sayings upon me?
Go to your bosom. Knock there and ask your heart would it know that it's like my brother's fault.
She speaks into such sense that my sense breathes with it. Fare you well.
Gentle, my lord, turn back.
I will bethink me. Come again tomorrow.
Hark how I'll bribe you. Good, my lord, turn back.
How? Bribe me?
Aye, with such gifts that heaven shall share with you.
Well, come to me tomorrow.
Go to, 'tis well, away.
Heaven keep your honor safe.
From thee, even from thy virtue. What's this? What's this? Is this her fault? Or mine? The tempter? Or the tempted? Who sins most? Huh? Not she, nor doth she tempt. Oh, fie, fie, fie. What dost thou? Or what art thou, Angelo? Dost thou desire her foully? For those things that make her good? Oh, let her brother live! Thieves for their robbery have authority when judges steal themselves. What? Do I love her that I desire to hear her speak again? Never could the strumpet once stir my temper, but this virtuous maid subdues me quite. Ever till now when men were fond, I smiled and wondered how.
How do you, Provost? So I think you are.
I am the Provost. What is your will, good friar?
I come to visit the afflicted spirits here in the prison, that I may minister to them.
Here comes one, a gentlewoman of mine. She is with child, and he that got it sentenced. A young man more fit to do another such offense than to die for this.
When must you die?
As I do think tomorrow.
Repent, you fair one, of the sin you carry.
I do, and bear the shame most patiently.
Love you the man that wronged you.
Yes, as I love the woman that wronged him.
So that it seems your most offenseful act was mutually committed.
Mutually.
There rest. Your partner, as I hear, must die tomorrow, and I am gone with instruction to him. Grace go with you. Benedicite.
Must die? Tomorrow? Oh, injurious love that respites me a life whose very comfort is still a dying horror.
Tis pity of him.
When I would pray and think, I think and pray to several subjects. Heaven hath my empty words, whilst my invention, hearing not my tongue, anchors on Isabel. How now, who's there?
One, Isabel, a sister, desires access to you.
Teach her the way. Oh, heavens, why does my blood thus muster to my heart? How now, fair maid?
I am come to know your pleasure.
That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what 'tis. Your brother cannot live.
Even so, heaven keep your honor.
Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I. Yet he must die.
Under your sentence?
Which had you rather? That the most just law now took your brother's life? Or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained?
Sir, believe this. I had rather give my body than my soul.
I talk not of your soul.
How say you?
Answer to this. I, now the voice of the recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life?
It please you to do it. I take it as a peril to my soul. It is no sin at all, but charity.
Pleased you to do it at peril of your soul, were equal poise of sin and charity.
Then I do beg his life. If it be sin, heaven let me bear it.
Nay, but hear me. Your sense pursues not mine. Either you are ignorant or seem so craftily, and that's not good.
Let me be ignorant, and if nothing good, but graciously to know I am no better.
But mark me. To be received plain, I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die.
So?
Admit no other way to save his life, that you, his sister, finding yourself desired of such a person, whose credit with the judge or own great place could fetch your brother from the manacles of the all-building law, and that there were no earthly means to save him, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer, what would you do?
As much for my poor brother as for myself. That is, were I under the terms of death, the impression of keen wits I'd wear as rubies, and strip myself to death as to a bed that longing have been sick for, ere I yield my body up to shame.
Were not you then as cruel as the sentence you have slandered so?
Lawful mercy is nothing kin to foul redemption.
You seemed of late to make the law a tyrant, and have rather proved the sliding of your brother a merriment than a vice.
Pardon me, my lord. It oft falls out to have what we would have, we speak not what we mean. I something to excuse the thing I hate for his advantage that I dearly love.
Plainly conceive, I love you.
My brother do love Juliet, and you tell me he shall die for it.
He shall not, Isabel, if you give me love.
I know your virtue of the license into which seems a little fouler than it is to pluck on others.
Believe me, on mine honor, my words express my purpose.
Little honor to be much believed, and most pernicious purpose. Seeming. I will proclaim thee, Angelo, look forth. Sign me a present pardon for my brother, or else with an outstretched throat I'll tell the world aloud what man thou art.
Who will believe thee, Isabel? My unsoiled name, the steerness of my life, my vouch against you, and my place in the state will so your accusation overweigh that you shall stifle in your own report and smell of calumny. Redeem thy brother by yielding up thy body to my will, or else he must not only die the death, but thy unkindness shall his death draw out to lingering sufferance. Redeem thy brother by yielding up thy body to my will, or else by this affection that now guides me most, I'll prove a tyrant to him. As for you, say what you can. My false or ways are true.
To whom should I complain? Did I tell this, who would believe me? Well, to my brother, though he hath fallen by prompture of the blood, yet hath he in him such a mind of honor that had he 20 heads to tender down on 20 bloody blocks, he'd yield them up before his sister should her body stoop to such abhorred corruption. Then Isabella have chased, and brother died. More than our brother is our chastity. I'll tell him yet of Angelo's request, and fit his mind to death for his soul's rest.
So then you hope a pardon from Lord Angelo?
The miserable have no other medicine, but only hope. I have hope to live, but am prepared to die.
Absolute for death. Either death or life shall thereby be the sweeter.
What ho! Peace here. Oh, grace and good company.
Provost, a word with you.
As many as you please.
Bring me to hear them speak, where I may be concealed.
Now, sister, what's the comfort? Is there no remedy?
Yes, brother, he might live. This outward sainted deputy is yet a devil. Dost thou think, Claudio, I would yield him my virginity thou mightst live?
Oh, heavens, it cannot be.
Tonight's the time that I should do what I abhor to name, else thou diest tomorrow.
Thou shalt not do it.
Oh, rip up my life, I throw it down for your deliverance as frankly as a pin.
Thanks.
Be ready, Claudio, for your death tomorrow.
Oh, Isabella.
What says my brother?
Death is a fearful thing.
And shame of life, a hateful.
Aye, but to die, to go we know not where, to lie in cold obstruction and to rot, 'tis too horrible.
Alas,
Sweet sister, let me live! What sin you do to save a brother's life? Nature dispenses with the deed so far that it becomes a virtue.
oh, you beast! Wilt thou be made a man out of my vice? It's not a kind of incest to take life from thine own sister's shame. Take my defiance. Die, perish, I'll pray 1,000 prayers when I get no word to save thee.
Oh, hear me, Isabella.
Vouchsafe a word, young sister, but one word.
What is your will?
I would by and by have some speech with you.
I will attend you.
Son, prepare yourself for death. Go to your knees and make ready.
Let me ask my sister pardon. I am so in love with life that I will sue to be rid of it.
Farewell. The assault that Angelo hath made to you, fortune hath conveyed to my understanding. How will you do to content this substitute and to save your brother? As the matter now stands, he will avoid your accusations. Therefore, fasten your ears on my advisings. The remedy presents itself.
Let me hear you talk farther. I have spirit to do anything that appears not foul in the truth of my spirit.
Have you not heard speech of Mariana, the sister of Frederick, the great soldier who miscarried at sea?
I have heard of the lady.
She should this Angelo have married, with defiance to her oath, between which time of the contract and limit of the solemnity her brother Frederick was wracked at sea. In that perished vessel she lost the dowry of his sister. There she lost her noble and renowned brother. With him her marriage dowry, with both this well-seeming Angelo.
Can this be so? Did Angelo so leave her?
Left her in her tears and dried not one of them with his comfort.
What corruption is in his life that it will let this man live? But how out of this can she avail?
This forenamed maid hath yet incurred the continuance of her first affection, his unjust unkindness, that in all reason should have quenched her love, hath made it more violent and unruly. Go you to Angelo. Agree with his demand to the point. Only refer to yourself to this advantage. First, that your stay with him may not be long, and the time may have all shadow and silence in it. We shall advise this wronged maid to go in your place. If the encounter acknowledge itself hereafter, it may compel him to a recompense. And hereby this, your brother saved, your honor untainted, the poor Mariana advantaged, and the corrupt deputy scaled. What think you of it?
The image of it gives me content already, and I trust it will grow to a more prosperous perfection.
Haste you speedily to Angelo's. I will presently at St. Luke's. There at the moat of Grange resides the dejected Mariana. At that place call upon me.
I will about it straight. I thank you for this comfort. Fare you well, good friar.
Come your way, sir. Bless you, good Father Friar.
And you, good brother, father, what offense hath this man made you?
Marry, sir, he hath offended the law. He must before the deputy. The deputy cannot abide a whoremaster.
I spy comfort, I cry bail. Here's a gentleman and a friend of mine.
How noble, Pompey! What, at the will of Caesar? Art thou then in triumph? Art going to prison, Pompey?
Yes, faith, sir.
Why? 'Tis not amiss, Pompey.
I hope, sir, your good worship will be my bail.
No, indeed will I not. Adieu, trusty Pompey. Bless you, friar.
And you.
Come your way, sir, come.
Abroad, friar. What news, friar?
Of the Duke.
I know none. Can you tell me of any?
It was a mad and tactical trick of them to steal from the state. They say this man Angelo was not made by man and woman after this downright way of creation. It is certain that when he makes water, his urine is congealed ice. That I know to be true.
You are pleasant, sir, and speak apace.
Why, what a ruthless thing this is in him for the rebellion of a codpiece to take away the life of a man. Would a duke that is absent have done this? He had some feeling of this when that instructed him to mercy. Come, sir, I was an N-word of his, a superficial, ignorant, unwilling fellow.
You do him wrong, surely.
Come, sir, I know what I know.
I can hardly believe that, since you know not what you speak. But if ever the Duke returns, as our prayers are to make, let me desire you make your answer before him. I pray you, your name.
Sir, my name is Lucio, well known to the Duke.
And he shall know you better, sir, if I may live to report you.
I fear you not. Farewell, good friar. I prithee pray for me.
Away with her to prison, go.
Good, my lord. Be good to me. Your honor is accounted a merciful man. Good, my lord.
A bond of 11 years continuance, may it please your honor.
My lord, this is one neutral information against me. Mistress Kate was withheld. By him, in the Duke's sign, he promised her marriage. His child is here in the quarter room. I have kept it myself and seen how he goes about to abuse me.
Away with her to prison. Go to, no more words.
Ooh, Provost!
My brother Angelo will not be altered. Claudio must die tomorrow.
So please you, this friar hath been with him and advised him for the entertainment of death.
Good evening, good father.
Blessed goodness on you.
Of whence are you, sir?
Not of this country, though my chance is now to use it for my dime.
Of what news abroad in the world?
None. I pray you, of what disposition was the Duke?
One that, above all other strifes, contended especially to know himself. I'm going to see the prisoner now. Fare you well.
Peace and goodness on you. He who the sword of heaven should bear should be as holy as severe. Twice treble shame on Angelo to weed my vice to let his grow.
3 o'clock on a late Sunday morning, the candles had burned to their end, found the pictures we've taken, and now I'm awakened and since my invisible friend. These rumors keep flying around me, it's you I refuse to believe. He's right around the corner, he knows that I'm home now, and nobody calls me naive. Without him, I really don't mind. I've been lonely. He'll make up in time as long as he loves me. He'll answer his crime. The door stays wide open. I know that he's mine.
Very well met and welcome. What is the news from this good deputy?
I have the garden circummured with brick. There, I have made my promise upon the heavy middle of the night to call upon him.
'Tis very well borne up. Come forth. I pray you be acquainted with this maid. She comes to do you good.
I do desire the like.
Do you persuade yourself that I respect you?
Good friar, I know you do, and have found it.
Little have you to say when we depart from him, but soft and low. Remember now, my brother.
Fear me not.
Nor gentle daughter, fear you not at all. He is your husband on a pre-contract. To bring you thus together, 'tis no sin. Come, let us go. Thy corns to reap, for you have a tithe to sow.
Come hither, Sirrah! You cut off the man's head. Tomorrow are to die Claudio and Barnardine. Here's in our prison a common executioner who in his office lies a helper. He will take it on you to assist him to redeem you of your jibes. If not, you will have your full time of imprisonment, for you have been a notorious bawd.
Sir, I have been an unlawful bawd. But yet. I will be content to be along with you. I will be glad to receive some instruction from my fellow partner.
What how, Abhorson? Where's Abhorson there?
Do you call, sir?
In your execution, you have been a bawd.
A bawd, sir. Fie upon him. He will discredit our mystery.
Do you call, sir, your occupation a mystery?
Aye, sir. A mystery.
But what mystery should there be in hanging?
Sir, it is a mystery.
Sir, I will serve him, for I do find your hangman is a more penitent trade than your bawd. He doth oftener ask forgiveness.
Come on, bawd. I'll instruct thee in my trade. Follow.
I do desire to learn, sir.
Have you no countermand for Claudio yet, but he must die tomorrow?
None, sir, none.
It's near the dawn and Provost as it is, you shall hear more ere morning. This is his lord's man.
And here comes Claudio's pardon.
My lord hath sent you this note.
Now, sir, what news?
Whatsoever you may hear to the contrary, let Claudio be executed by 4 o'clock and in the afternoon Barnardine. Let me have Claudio's head set me by 5. Thus fail not to do your office as you will answer it at your peril. What say you to this, sir?
What is this Barnardine who is to be executed in the afternoon?
One that is a prisoner 9 years.
Hath he borne himself penitently in prison?
A man that apprehends death no more dreadfully but as a drunken sleep, insensible of mortality and desperately mortal.
Let this Barnardine be this morning executed, and his head borne to Angelo.
Angelo hath seen them both and will discover the favor.
Oh, death's a great disguiser.
Pardon me, good father, it is against my oath.
Were you sworn to the Duke or to the Deputy?
To him and to his substitutes.
Look you, sir. Here is the hand and seal of the Duke. You know the character, I doubt not, and the signet is not strange to you.
I know them both.
The content of this is the return of the Duke, where you shall find within these 2 days he will be here. Call your executioner, and off with Barnardine's head. I will give him a present shrift, and advise him to a better place. Yet you are amazed, but this shall absolutely resolve you. Come away, it is almost clear dawn.
I am as well appointed here as I was in our house of profession. One would think it were Mistress Overdone's own house, for here be many of her old customers. First, here's young Mr. Rash. He's in for a commodity of brown paper. Then is there here one Mr. Caper, at the suit of Master 3 Pile the Mercer. Young Dizzy? And young Drawbear that killed Lusty Pudding? And Wild Half-Can that stabbed Potts? And I think 40 more. All great doers in our trade, and are now for the Lord's sake.
Sirrah, call Barnardine hither.
Master Barnardine! You must rise and be hanged, Master Barnardine.
Barnardine!
Who makes that noise there? What are you?
Your friends, sir! The hangman! You must be so good, sir, to rise and be put to death.
Away, you rogue, away!
Tell him he must awaken that quickly, too.
Pray, Master Barnardine, awake till you are executed and sleep afterwards.
How now, Abhorson? What's the news with you?
Truly, sir, the warrants come.
You rogue! I have been thinking all night. I am not fitted for it.
Oh, the better, sir, for he that drinks all night and is hanged betimes in the morning may sleep the sounder all the next day.
Look you, here comes your ghostly father. Do we just now think you?
Sir, I am come to advise you.
Brian, not I. I have been drinking hard all night, and I will have more time to prepare me. I will not consent to die this day, that's certain.
Sir, we must.
I swear I will not die today for any man's persuasion.
But here you...
Not a word. If you have anything to say to me, come to my ward. Well, not I.
creature unprepared on which for death, to transport him in the mind the ill were damnable.
Here in the prison, Father, there died this morning of a cruel fever. One Ragazine, a most notorious pirate, a man of Claudio's years. What if we did a misrepresentation of people well inclined and satisfy the deputy with the visit of Ragazine, more like to Claudio?
Oh, 'tis an accident that heaven provides. Dispatch it presently. The hour draws on.
It shall be done, good Father, presently.
Quick, dispatch and send the head to Angelo. Now I will write letters to Angelo, whose conscience shall witness to him I am near at home.
What ho! Peace here!
The tongue of Isabella. She's come to know if yet her brother's pardon be come hither, but I will keep her ignorant of her good, to make her heavenly comforts of despair when it is least expected. Good morning to you, fair and gracious son.
Yet the deputy sent my brother's pardon.
He hath released him, Isabella, from the world. Angelo.
Nay, it is not so.
It is no other.
Unhappy Claudio. Oh, wretched Isabella. Injurious world. Most damned Angelo.
This nor hurts him, nor profits you a jot. Mark what I say. The Duke comes home tomorrow. Already he hath carried notice to Escalus and Angelo, who do prepare to meet him at the gates there to go with their power. If you can pace your wisdom in that good path that I wish you go, and you shall have your bosom on this wretch, grace of the Duke, for vengeance to your heart and general honor.
I am directed by you.
This letter then to Friar Peter give, just that he sent me of the Duke's return. Say, by this token that I desire his company at Mariana's house tonight, and he shall bring you to the Duke, to the head of Angelo, accuse him home and home. Trust not my holy order if I may pervert your course. Who's here?
Good even, Friar. Where's the Provost?
Not within, sir.
By my troth, Isabel, I love thy brother. If the old fantastical Duke of Dark Corners had been at home, he had lived.
Fare you well.
Oh, nay, Friar. I'll go along with you, for I can tell thee pretty tales of the Duke, for I was once before him for getting a wench with child.
Have you done such a thing?
Yes, but I was fain to forswear. They would else have married me to the rotten nebbler.
Sir, your company is fairer than honest. Rest you well.
Nay, by my troth, I'll go along with thee to the lane's end. Nay, Friar, I'm a kind of bird. I shall
And why should we proclaim it in an hour before his entering, that if any crave redress of injustice, they should exhibit their petitions in the street?
He shows his reason for that, to have a dispatch of complaints.
Well, I beseech you, let it be proclaimed betimes of the morn.
I shall, sir, fare you well.
Good night. Oh, this deed unshakes me quite. Would yet he had lived. Alack, when once our grace we have forgot, nothing goes right, we would, and we would not.
He tells me that if peradventure you speak against me on the adverse side, I should not think it strange, for she's a physic that's bitter to sweet end.
I would, Friar Peters.
The friars.
Come, I have found you out a stand most fit, where you may have such vantage on the Duke. He shall not pass you. The generous and gravest citizens have had the gate, and very near upon the Duke is handed. Therefore, pass away!
Your royal grace.
Many and hearty thankings to you both.
Now is the time. Speak loud and kneel before him.
Justice! Royal Duke, dishonor not your eye by throwing it on any other object, till you have heard me in my true complaint and given me justice. Justice! Justice! Justice!
Here's Lord Angelo shall give you justice. Reveal yourself to him.
Oh, worthy Duke, you bid me seek redemption of the devil. Hear me yourself. Hear me. Oh, hear me. Hear.
My lord, her wits, I fear me, are not firm. She hath been a suitor to me for her brother, cut off by course of justice.
By course of justice!
And she will speak most bitterly and strange.
Most strange, and yet most truly will I speak. That Angelo's a murderer is not strange. That Angelo is an adulterous thief, an hypocrite, a virgin violator is not strange and strange.
Away with her, poor soul! She speaks this in the infirmity of sense.
Gracious Duke, I am the sister of one Claudio, condemned upon an act of fornication to lose his head, condemned by Angelo. I, then in probation of a sisterhood, was sent to by my brother, when Lucio is in the messenger.
That's I that like your grace.
You were not fit to speak.
No, my good lord, nor wish to hold my peace.
I went to this pernicious, hated deputy. He would not put a gift of my chaste body to his concupiscible, intemperate lust release my brother. And after much debatement, my sisterly remorse confused mine honor, and I did yield to him. But the next morn betimes, his purpose surfeiting, he sends a warrant for my poor brother's head.
By heaven, fond wretch, thou knowest not what thou speakst. Someone hath set you on. Confess the truth, and say by whose advice thou camest here to complain.
This is all. Heaven shield your grace from woe, as I was wronged, hence unbelieved go.
I know you'd fain be gone, an officer to prison with her. Shall we thus permit a blasting and scandalous breath up to fall on him so near us? Who knew of your intent in coming hither?
One that I would hear, Friar Lodovick.
I know him. 'Tis a Madeleine friar. I do not like him.
Let this friar be bound.
Blessed be your royal grace.
Know you this Friar Lodovick that she speaks of?
I know him for a man divine and holy. But at this instant he is sick, my lord, of a strange fever. Upon his mere request came I hither to speak as for his mouth. First, for this woman to justify this worthy, noble man, so vulgarly and personally accused. Her shall you hear disprove it to her eyes, till she herself confess it.
Good friar, let's hear it. Do you not smile at this Lord Angelo? It's just the witness, friar. First let her speak, show her face, then after speak.
Pardon, my lord. I will not show my face until my husband bid me speak.
What, are you married?
My lord, I do confess I am not married, and I confess besides I am no maid. I have known my husband, yet my husband knows not that ever he knew me.
This is no witness for Lord Angelo.
Now I come to it, my lord. She that accuses him of fornication in self-same manner doth accuse my husband, and charges him, my lord, with such a time when I'll depose I had him in mine arms with all the effect of love.
Charges she more than me?
Not that I know.
No, you say your husband.
Why just, my lord, and that is Angelo, who thinks he knows that he ne'er knew my body, but knows he thinks that he knows Isabella's.
This is a strange abuse. Let's see thy face.
My husband bids me. Now I will unmask. This is that face, thou cruel Angelo, that thou once sworest was worth the looking on. This is the hand which with a vowed contract was fast locked in thine. This is the body that took away the match from Isabella, and did supply thee at thy garden house in her imagined person.
Know you this woman?
Carnally, she says.
Sarah no more.
My lord, I must confess. I know this woman, and 5 years since there was some speech of marriage betwixt myself and her, which was broke off. Since which time of 5 years I never spake with her, saw her, nor heard from her, upon my faith and honor.
Noble prince, I am affianced this man's wife, as strongly as words can make up vows. And but Tuesday night last gone, in his garden house, he knew me as a wife. As this is true, let me in safety raise me from my knees, or else forever be confixed here a marble monument.
I did but smile till now. Now, good my lord, give me the scope of justice. My patience here is touched.
I with my heart. There's another friar that set them on. Let him be sent for.
Would he were here, my lord, for he indeed hath set the woman unto this complaint. Your Provost knows the place where he abides, and he may fetch him.
Go, do it instantly. I for a while will leave you, but stir you not until your brow determined upon these slanderers.
My lord will do it through me. Signor Lucio, did not you say you knew that Friar Lodovick to be a dishonest person?
And he has spoken most villainous speeches of the Duke.
We shall entreat you to remain here till he come and enforce these against him.
As any of Vienna?
He is.
On my word!
Call that same Isabel here once more. I would speak with her.
slander Lord Angelo. They have confessed you did.
'Tis false. Where's the Duke?
This
'Tis
is
that
lying.
you should hear me speak.
This is a lying rascal. This is he I spoke of.
I protest. I love the Duke as I love myself.
Come, sir. Come, sir. Come, sir. Oh, sir, you lying rascal. Must you be hooded? Must you? Show your name's visible now. Ah!
Thou art the first knave that e'er made to do.
This may prove worse.
Oh, my dread lord, I should be guiltier than my guiltiness when I perceive your grace, like power divine, hath looked upon my passes. Immediate sentence, then, and sequent death is all the grace I beg.
Come hither, Mariana. Say, wast thou e'er contracted to this woman?
I was, my lord.
Go take her hence and marry her instantly. Do you the office, friar, which consummates. Return him here again. Go with him, Provost.
My lord, I am more amazed at his dishonor than at the strangeness of it.
Come hither, Isabella. Your friar is now your prince.
Give me pardon.
You are pardoned, Isabella. For this new married man approaching here, the very mercy of the law cries out, and Angelo for Claudio, death for death. Haste still pays haste, and leisure answers leisure. Like doth quit like, and measure still for measure. We do condemn thee to the very block where Claudio stooped to death, and with like hate, away with him!
Oh, my most gracious lord, I hope you will not mock me with a husband.
It is your husband that mocked you with the husband. We do in state and widow you withal to buy you a better husband.
My dear lord, I crave no other, nor no better man. Sweet Isabella, take my part, lend me your knees, and all my life to come, I'll do all my life to do you service. Hold up your hands, say nothing, I'll speak all. They say best men are molded out of faults, and for the most become much more the better for being a little bad. So may my husband. Oh, Isabel, will you not lend a knee?
He dies for Claudio's death.
Most bounteous sir, let him not die. My brother had but justice, and that he did the thing for which he died. For Angelo, his act did not o'ertake his bad intent, and must be buried, but as an intent perished by the way.
Your suit's unprofitable. Stand up, I say. I have bethought me of another fault. Provost, how came a Claudio was beheaded at an unusual hour?
It was commanded, sir.
Had you a special warrant for the deed?
No, my good lord, it was by private message.
For which I do discharge you of your office. Give up your keys.
Pardon me, noble lord. When in the prisoner that by private order else have died, I have reserved alive.
I should have done so by Claudio. Go fetch him hither. Let me look upon him.
I am sorry one so learned and so wise as you, Lord Angelo, have still appeared, should slip so grossly.
I am sorry that such sorrow I procure, and so deep sticks it in my penitent heart, that I crave death more willingly than mercy. 'Tis my deserving, and I do entreat it.
What muffled fellow's that?
This is another prisoner that I saved, who should have died when Claudio lost his head. As like almost a Claudio as himself.
If he be like your brother, for his sake is he pardoned, and for your lovely sake, give me your hand and say you will be mine. He is my brother too. But no time for that. By this Lord Angelo perceives he's safe. Methinks I see a quickening in his eyes. While Angelo, your evil quits you well. Look that you love your wife. Her worth yours. I find an apt remission in myself. Yet here's one in place I cannot pardon. Proclaim it, Provost, round about the city. If any woman be wronged by this lewd fellow, as I have heard him swear there's one whom he begot a child, let her appear and he shall marry her. The nuptial finished, let him be whipped and hanged.
Marrying a punk, my lord, is pressing to death, whipping, and hanging.
Slandering a prince deserves it. She, Claudio, that you wronged, look you restore. Joy to you, Mariana. Love her, Angelo. Dear Isabella, I have a motion much imports your gifts, if whereto you'll a willing ear incline, which mine is yours, and what is yours is mine. So bring us to our palace, but we'll show, which yet behind, that to meet you all should know.
dovi